Warning, some viewers may be too lame to enjoy the following information.
Kings Island is supposedly building a new Giga coaster for the 2020 season. I say supposedly because nothing has been officially announced, but supposed blueprints have leaked online, and coaster enthusiasts are absolutely shitting their pants. Now, for anyone who is not familiar with the Giga coaster, a Giga coaster is a roller coaster between the height of 300 and 399 feet tall. Many have speculated that Kings Island would be building the king of all Giga roller coasters, one that would be even bigger, taller, faster, and possibly even longer than Fury 325, which is currently the tallest roller coaster in the world, with a lift hill. However, the leaked blueprints show a roller coaster that does not look to dethrone the stats of Fury 325, which is located at Carowinds. This coaster instead looks shorter in both height and length when compared to Fury, and this has coaster enthusiasts practically forming angry mobs at the matter. And keep in mind, this is an unannounced, hypothetical roller coaster based on leaks. I'm not saying a Giga coaster won't be built, because all evidence points to Kings Island building one next year, but come on guys, worry about something that actually physically exists right now. Like the smooth experience found on Firebird at Six Flags America, the newest roller coaster in the state of Maryland. Anyways, many seem to be wondering why Kings Island wouldn't take the opportunity to build an even taller roller coaster than Fury 325, which, keep in mind, the roller coaster could very well end up being taller than Fury 325, since nothing has been announced or confirmed yet. But let's discuss if the roller coaster is not taller than Fury 325. Kings Island is already a very popular park. It attracts well over 3 million visitors every year and is one of the highest attended amusement parks in the United States. And from what I've heard, the new additions Kings Island have opened over the years have not led to significant increases in attendance, as I believe the park already captures a large portion of the market in the area. I've heard that the addition of Mystic Timbers in 2017 hardly had an effect on attendance. It seems that Cedar Fair, the parent company of Kings Island, is looking to grow the attendance at the park, but to do this, they will need to install something large, something that will attract a massive amount of attention. Giga roller coasters are perfect for that, thanks to their enormous size and marketability. Now the next step in the equation is, who does the park want to attract? Or what group of people is the primary focus with this new addition? And while the park has certainly accounted for us coaster enthusiasts, we were most likely an afterthought. The park's main goal is to attract a large amount of ordinary people, or members of the general public, to the park, since GP account for probably 95% or more of the park's attendance and revenue. And the GP will be astonished by a roller coaster that's 305 feet tall, or 306 feet tall, or 310 feet tall, or 325 feet tall. I think you know what I mean. So pretty much regardless of the exact height, if the roller coaster is taller than 300 feet, you have now shocked the majority of your target audience and gained their attention, thus drawing them to your park so they can spend money. When it comes to the length of the coaster, the supposed Giga Kings Island is building looks to be about the same length as Leviathan at Canada's Wonderland. Leviathan is the first Giga roller coaster built by Bolliger and Mabillard, who are supposedly building Kings Island's new Giga coaster for 2020. Leviathan is 306 feet tall and features a track length of 5,486 feet. Fury 325, on the other hand, is 325 feet tall and features a track length of 6,602 feet, which is over 1,100 feet longer than Leviathan. Now, building an extra 1,100 feet of track is not cheap. That's even more land that has to be cleared, more foundations that need to be poured, more steel supports and track that have to be manufactured, and more time to construct this additional length. And Cedar Fair has not seen the best results lately from building massive roller coasters at their parks in recent years. So does 1,100 feet of extra track become necessary to attract that 95% of the general public? Not really. A roller coaster 5,500 feet in length will still draw a crowd because that ride is still massive. Yes, coaster enthusiasts may be upset, but the majority of people will not even notice that there are longer Giga roller coasters, know what a Giga coaster is, or quite frankly even care. Therefore, while the park is capable of building an absolute record smasher that shits all over Fury 325, is it necessary to do so? You have to remember that the amusement industry is a business. It's not just a ploy to satisfy a few thousand coaster enthusiasts, but a business strategy to make millions of dollars while providing most people a great time. So from a business standpoint, if you're going to potentially make millions of dollars regardless, why not save some money and build a slightly smaller coaster that will still heavily grab the attention of your target audience? It's like me going on Tesla's website and buying a top-of-the-line Tesla Model S to impress my friends. Whereas instead, I could buy a slightly less spec'd out Tesla Model S and still impress the same amount of friends and also save myself some money in the process. And I'm sure news outlets will f*** up advertising the coaster anyway and still advertise it as the tallest roller coaster in the world, just like they did with Fury 325. And then the majority of your target audience will be fooled into thinking the ride is the tallest in the world without the park actually having to build the tallest roller coaster in the world. And that's a good discount. Regardless, even if this coaster is shorter than Fury 325 and matches the leaked blueprints, I have 100% faith that the coaster will slap regardless. If the coaster is as long as Leviathan at Canada's Wonderland, well, that's fine by me. Leviathan kicks ass and is the best coaster at Canada's Wonderland. And the supposed layout of the coaster looks pretty good, even if it is a little short. The new Giga coaster may feature 1,000 less feet of track than Fury 325, but you have to keep in mind that much of Fury's length comes from a long drawn-out helix towards the end of the ride, which to me has always seemed to just be a method to burn off speed before the ending bunny hills. And this new coaster seems to feature a much tighter helix, which will hopefully provide great positive Gs, something that the helix on Fury 325 doesn't do at all. Anyways, this video is basically just to explain why Kings Island doesn't need to build a record-shattering Giga coaster to achieve economic success. Building a larger coaster is more expensive, so from an economic and business standpoint, it makes sense to save a few dollars and build a slightly smaller coaster that will still make you the same amount of money. And you may be asking yourself, well, what if Kings Island did go all out and managed to build one of the best roller coasters ever? That would surely bring in more coaster enthusiasts to the park. Well, yes, that would certainly attract a lot of coaster enthusiasts to the park, but let's face it, we were going to Kings Island anyway, since we already go to Kings Island. Going all out with Fury 325 worked in Carowinds' favor, because coaster enthusiasts didn't really go to Carowinds until the addition of that ride. So that was a new market that Carowinds tapped into as well, but Kings Island already secured that market. And a park or media company can claim that any roller coaster is the best in the world, so I don't think that would really be a great marketing ploy for Kings Island to attract the general public, as there's no finite definition to the best roller coaster anyway. I'm not saying I don't want this coaster to be the god of Giga coasters, I would absolutely love that, but Kings Island does not need to build the god of all Giga coasters to make a profit, which in the end is the main goal of the entire project. If that makes you mad, well sadly that's just business. And either way, you're still getting a Giga coaster. Your home park could be Michigan's Adventure. Anyways, I hope my thoughts didn't make you too angry. I won't really be speculating too much on Kings Island's new coaster until it's actually announced. But I will certainly enjoy watching people decode the project and also get triggered by it. Thank you for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.